The story that's still kind of plaguing my mind, and part of it is because I have four women that I live with, one being my wife and then my three daughters. And God forbid that they are sexually harassed at their jobs or, place of employment. I think I would lose my mind. Because it's an insidious thing. Sexual harassment is not even so much about sex. Just like rape isn't about sex. It's about power. It's about using that particular tool to degrade, humiliate, and control a person who has less power than you. So, Bill O'Reilly, Bill Cosby, Bill Clinton, all had issues with this. Each one of them was accused of sexual harassment, and in the worst case, two of them were accused of rape. That's the only thing that Bill O'Reilly hasn't been accused of. But he was definitely accused of sexual harassment. And then we got a president of the United States that's got like 14 to 15 cases of sexual harassment or assault cases pending against him. We have a president who has those. You can look it up, you can Google it. But we still had people that elected him to office with that hanging over their head. So what you basically told me is that politics and self-interest outweigh the protection of women. As long as it's not your daughter or your wife or your sister or your mother being molested by these dudes, you don't care. Oh, but he's a rich guy. Women throw themselves all the time at him and then turn around and accuse him of stuff. That may be true. But that's like 1 out of 10 cases that actually happens. That is actually true. But you've seen it. We've seen it firsthand that men with power of that kind think they can do whatever, and people allow them to get away with that stuff. So it comes to a point where they expect it. That's what they do. And they don't see anything wrong with it. The president chimed in to defend Bill O'Reilly and said, I don't think he did anything wrong. And then then you got people on the right that are so much in the pocket of Trump and Bill O'Reilly that they're willing to degrade the women who came forward. That's a part of the reason why a lot of women don't come forward. They get victimized again by society. When we know men do this. We know they do it. We know for a fact there are men out there that prey on women. And when the women come forward, they're asked questions like, what did you wear? What did you do? What did you say? To provoke these people acting this way. To me, it doesn't make sense. But yet and still, we still have a society that thinks this way. And the worst part about it is, there are women that think this way. There are women who sit there and come to defense of these guys and say, yeah, women throw themselves all the time. I've seen it. Women ain't no good. But God forbid this happened to your daughter. You'd be up in arms. You'd be trying to kill people. You'd be, screaming on the television and all the rest of that stuff. But when it ain't got nothing to do with you, all of a sudden it's their issue and not his. How do you get accused of doing this 5 times and then put money to hide it and then still feel like you getting attacked? You're the victim now. I don't get it. I don't get it. And how did it become a political issue and not a moral issue?